16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Ty Price. He's one of the highest scoring backs in the league, ranking 5th in rushing touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Buccaneers under the lights on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate, Scott, and Brock here up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
Return. Here comes Justice Hill. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Back gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Looking to throw Lance. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Backs the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, we're flying around and making the play. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to go. Yeah, and he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They're led out by the 7th-year pro season in Baker Mayfield.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted here. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest that ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
All right, guys, come on here.
Yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about it? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dumping the ball.
Godwin sets in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield.
Picked off. Got him.
It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take over on his 5th interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
The Cowboys and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Completes this one to Chase. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now it's Lance. Finding Collins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Lance. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing it again here. Completed to Collins. And they make the stop as that player reaches the 14-yard line.
Come on, guys. What are you doing now?
I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
To the air, Lance. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. There's a give up the middle. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Throwing his Lance. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Back to throw, it's Lance. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and 4 coming up now. to
Take
him.
my 4th and 4.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's only 2 on the pickup, and they remain 2 yards shy as it brings up 4. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Take your field goal. You know this is not a team for that.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Picked off.
It's another 1st down mistake. He's intercepted again.
Good job.
Touchdown as he brings it back with a pick 6. Throwing the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it, takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys go up 10-zip here in the 1st. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Deron Bland. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. A tight end in motion now. From the 28. That's him on the quick hitter. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Patrick Green arranging
Somebody wants to see him score. Show the damn Eagles score.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
And on the counter with White. And he's tackled with the 1st
God,
down.
he was over there.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
Baker now off the play fake. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. A bit before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play.
All right, guys, come on.
Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
That was incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long.
Guys, show me some NFC
Here's
games.
out and into punt formation. On is the former all-conference return man from nearby TCU, Kavontae Turpin. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll push this upfield. And
All right, take it to the second.
who set it down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Here's Lance now. Collins got it left side. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. He'll throw it. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Got Washington, it's complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We'll cobble together a yard there. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Pass play now. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, we almost had
That was a bad throw.
Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return, and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Third and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Looking to throw, Lance. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. Here's the long back on the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First and 10, looking to throw. This throw is cut. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. They'll throw it. Has it in close. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. He's going to keep this one. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys make it a 16-point ball game. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Rock, KQB, do your thing. Get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers and Rashawn White's ready to take over once again. And he's found the end zone as a receiver this season. You can see he's top 5 right now among NFL running backs in receiving touchdowns. They're out and set, first and 10. Baker now from the gun. Got his target, it's Utton. Have him gain about a handful there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Everyone's prepped, it's second down now. Putting the tight end in motion. From the 29. Completes this one to Utton. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Escapes out to the left. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Moving around, he's got space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became real easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Motioning one of the tight ends. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know what I love to say, you never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Here's 2nd and 2. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. First trip to the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. One of the tight ends in motion left. From the red zone now. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Baker throwing again. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Buccaneers with a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw again. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Hill now to return it. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Low back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets a few on the punch forward. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 42. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now hang on, because this is big. Their quarterback shaking up on that play, and they need him with the postseason just around the corner. The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And down it goes. The Cowboy defense gets it down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down. A whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Sending a receiver left. After the sack, another pass on second down. On target to Godwin. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out-route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Complete beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. From the 48. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Mayfield now from the gun. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. This one misses the tight end. And now they're left with fourth and short.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short throw to the tight end. That's a given. You don't expect to see many of those drops.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Chase coming in motion right. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting for the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Zach Moss. A touchdown run in the victory. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other bomb, Brock Hughes. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hughes.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break. Kids, we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. The Buccaneers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him.
All right, guys, let's go.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying this straight ahead. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. First down play, that's at 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Running back sent in motion. Escapes the... And they get to him.
Good tackle. Big sack.
And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Throwing, Baker. He puts a man under a deep. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
Has him on a quick hitter. He's got to gain a 6 there. That was Michael Parsons making that play. I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Mayfield to throw. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
Picked off. Good job, though, guys.
We're seeing how this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws, and he's even more adept at breaking up those passes.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. The Cowboys returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his road map after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Another carry for it. And he's brought down. They'll spot this one right at the 20. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lance. Collins there to grab it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 38. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing his Lance. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw in with a blitz on the way. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock. Well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
1st and 10, it's a gift to White. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
All right, guys, come on. Let's keep playing
He
defense.
gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, this is White. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Watch screen.
Motion man sent left. Third and short, Mayfield. It was low, but it couldn't
Good
hit.
defense, guys.
That's
Good team.
incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So out now comes the punter. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And it haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. The home teams back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Lance
Bomb.
gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as it begins to throw and knock that ball away.
2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He may take away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Cade, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. Anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
He puts some power on a deep one left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're still facing 4th down.
This is an excellent job, Cade, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return.
Yeah, we got to start moving the ball, guys.
And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. Up the middle, here goes White. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. The tackle made by Mozzie Smith. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Baker now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we're going. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. That punt reaches 50 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 2nd and 3 now. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, search forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And that's good for a gain of 5. Hauled down by Christian Izien. Well, after that play, trainer and staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Fakes the handoff. Now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here's Lance now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First down, here's Baker. Oh, Bronco hits another interception. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They only really have to fall forward to reach the end zone here, Brock, as this drive starts with 1st and goal from the 1. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Chase coming in motion right. They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the point after, here's Aubrey. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
What's that extra point? Come on, guys.
Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Edmonds. And he come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
They give to Edmonds up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Baker now. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They motion the tight end over. 3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they had a home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Lance. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. On now comes their punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 39. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Baker now off the play fake. Cut out left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He manages to gain of 8 there.
You gotta stop. You can't make over yet.
Buccaneer first down. Movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still first down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Baker throwing again. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense. He just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Mayfield to throw again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he would regret it as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field. They were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. On the gun, Mayfield. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the net.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Big moment coming up here for the Buccaneers. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. Forced out to his right. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 out of that lead. Pretty easy to recognize the intensity on that 2-point try. Could have made it a 1-score game, but instead, still a 10-point deficit, Brock. They're going to need a couple more scores.
They sure will. It means more than likely a couple possessions, too, Kate. We're to the point, if you look up at that scoreboard, there's not going to be many possessions left in this one.
Some good work on that return, Brock. Gets this up to the 33. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Ball at the 33 for first down. Rolling back gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Right up the gut. And he's going to be taken down right around the 39. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. To the air, lands. Got Washington, it's complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Yard line, first down.
I have to pick up the pace.
To go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 46. That's going to be caught by Washington. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
For the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Lance. It's taken in by Washington. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys very close to an 11th win this season. To the line we go. They're set first and 10. They bring Collins in motion right. On first down, they'll run. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handoff now to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Bucs on offense now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. That's brought in by White. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Flush shot out to his left. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. This one's taken in by Allen. step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And that's probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Good, guys.
The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the ball and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
Okay.